All righty, all you people out there, you know me, you're sick of my face and my talk, but I brought on somebody awesome today. Who do we have? We got Oscar Gomez from Master Automotive Training, and he is going to talk to you about this new class he's doing, a comprehensive guide to unlocking the power of Mode 6 by the famous Oscar Gomez. Oscar, tell us what you're going to talk about and what you're going to teach and train these guys and gals on.
Awesome. Awesome. Hey, thanks for having me, Marv. I really appreciate you having give me the time to come on here. So everybody, just to kind of let you guys know what you guys are about to uncover in Mode 6 is going to take you from here to here on your diagnostic strategy. When I understood and learned how to apply Mode 6, not just be able to take the information that Mode 6 was giving me and then hopefully be able to use it, when I finally understood how to grab it and use it to its fullest potential is what catapulted my diagnostic strategy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I take you guys through A to Z. First, we're going to talk about some PIDS. If you guys aren't familiar with PIDS are, that's parameter identification data. So we're going to learn about sensor values, what you should expect to see, and how that value is changing based off of certain either issues or the sensor in normal operation. We're also going to discuss a little bit about how that sensor circuit functions and how you can actually test it. The reason why I want to start with that is because I want you guys to understand how these sensors work and how, if we have an issue with one of those sensors or circuits, how it's going to affect the engine performance of that particular vehicle that you're working on. The other thing that I've always mentioned is that we need to understand how these sensors actually work because they all work the same way. In the same way, it's just how does that manufacturer use it? So I'll give you guys an example. A thermistor. If you guys understand what a thermistor is, that could be an engine coolant temp, trans temp, fuel temp, intake air temp. Yeah, that could be a cabin temp sensor. If you guys have a newer advanced vehicle with HVAC, they all work the same way. Okay, they create a small little voltage drop. PCM detects that voltage drop and knows how much, what the value is of the temperature based off of the VD. So we're going to talk about that. And once we do that, then we're going to jump into my favorite topic, which is Mode 6. In Mode 6, I'm often asked, how am I going to know what's going to happen with my car in the near future? Using Mode 6, you're going to be able to know that because you're going to see, hey, I got this value. We're going to call it MID 21, which is CAD efficiency bank 1. If we're there and we see that it's close to failing within about 10 to 15% threshold, then at that point you can let your customer know, hey, by the way, we just did some service on your vehicle. However, you're going to get a PO 420 pretty soon. Okay. And you document that. So when the light does come on and they come back to you and say, hey, 2 months ago when I was here and you did my oil change, well, my check engine light's on now. How are you going to fix it? And then I'll be like, oh, 1 second, hold that thought. You pull out your RO and you say, oh, you remember I told you Mode 6 was going to give you a PO 420? Well,
Yeah.
it's here.
Yeah.
So how do you want to go ahead and approach it? So Mode 6 is going to help us as a technician, one, to do our job more efficiently by being able to, one, verify if our repair was successful. Two, we're also going to be able to know if there's a fault that's sooner or later going to turn into a pending, then a mature code, and then set a check engine light. And three, it's going to protect your rear end. This way, if the customer, for some reason, I know you guys know who they are, the Ever Sensors. So if you guys ever had an Ever Sensor come in and try to get a free repair out of you, Mode 6 is going to help you guys stop that. So I want you guys to make sure you guys set aside the time to sit down with me, Marv, and the MAF group. So this way we can show you guys how to use the 10 modes of OBD2 plus how to dive into Mode 6. So this way you guys can cover all three angles that I just talked about when it comes out to diagnosing our modern vehicle. So I hope that I was able to kind of give you guys a little bit of what you're going to be expecting. As you guys can tell, I am super ecstatic about this class because Mode 6 to me has been one of those tools that has helped me become a better diagnostician. If you guys are trying to be a better diag tech, if you've never done diag whatsoever, that's okay too. I'm super proud of you because you guys are taking the time to actually try to learn and become better. If you guys could tell, you guys see these thermometers back here? These are measuring how us as instructors here at MAT do our continuing education. So we have to do a minimum of 20 hours of CE or continuing education. So if I'm able to do it, even though I have a family, I have businesses, I teach, I travel, and I still have time to train, what's your excuse for not training? So with that being said, guys, I really enjoy having you guys. I really enjoy being able to give you guys all my golden nuggets, and I want you guys to take those, run with them, and I guarantee you guys are going to become a much better, well-rounded, and much more better executed diagnostician. Marv, I really appreciate you having me on here, and I hope that's going to help these guys get ready for the
Oh
awesome
yeah.
class that we're about to get going with MAF.
Yes, thanks so much, Oscar. I looked at as you were going through that. First off, Mode 6, used it for decades. Oh my gosh, it is the lifesaver. But
Yes, it is.
I felt like the guys that are going to come to this class, they built this supercharged Hemi, but they don't have any wheels yet. They come to the class, they're going to get the wheels from Oscar. So, dude,
That's
here
right.
we go. You can't drive that engine without wheels, right? So Oscar's going to be your wheels. So,
That's
dude, I
right.
appreciate you taking time away from the family, meeting with us, and everybody. Sign up today. Go ahead and email me, mray@mechanicalliance.com, and let's get you signed up. Oscar, thanks, and have a great weekend, buddy.
Hey, Marv, we'll see you, man. Thank you so much. And just like Marv said, make sure you guys sign up. The one thing I'll tell you guys is this: the class you don't sign up for is going to be the class that you guys it's going to make you lose more money than the small investment that of this particular class. So if you're thinking to yourself, man, I don't know, I shouldn't do it, then don't do it. If you're thinking to yourself, man, you know what, I think I need to become better, do it. The class that you don't sign up for is a class that's going to end up hurting you in the long run. So make sure you guys get signed up. All right. No excuses. Trust me, I just got home from a really long trip, really long flight, and I'm still training. So if I can train, you have zero excuses.
Exactly.
Let's get it going. I always leave off with this. If you say it's for tomorrow, tomorrow never comes. So make sure you guys get it done today.
You heard it here, guys. Thanks, Oscar.